Okay, so here I'm going to show the unboxing of a Morimoto Mini H1 version 7 projectors along with the H1 bulbs. So here's the box that I received from Morimoto. As you can see, it comes with a tape on it. So just opening it up. Don't normally do these things, so if I just stumble along, I apologize. So normally I work on these for the H1, sorry, for the 2004 Mustang headlights. So here we first start out with the XB-H series bulbs, and so as you can see inside there, let's see if I can get this thing to focus. That's kind of, it's just essentially just an H1 bulb that's inside there. We'll go ahead and open this one up. Every time that you open up a Morimoto thing, it comes with a little instruction manual, which, to be honest, really just tells you to go to the website and install it, and how to install it. But the box itself kind of unpacks itself, and you end up with this beautiful bulb inside. And the bulb doesn't come with any cables on it. It's just, just really well boxed up and protected and shielded. So obviously for 2 headlights, we'll get 2 bulbs. So here's the first bulb and here's the second one. So we get those 2. And then once we get past this, we have the receipt of, just kind of obviously the invoice of what everything that came up. So here's the bulb, the cables that come with the actual headlight. So this is the part right here that would plug into the actual ballast, what comes out of the ballast, and then this is the part right here that would plug into the actual bulb. Alright, and obviously there's 2 of those. So here next, I need to get a camera with an autofocus, so just keep on focusing it every time I change something. So this is the Shroud, and I normally get the mini Gatlin ones. Morimoto is pretty good about, they actually send you the Shroud as well as send you the screws that will screw in over here. So that way when you plug it, when you screw it into the projector, or should it, they give you the screws, everything that kind of fits in there. So this is one of the igniters, and I'll go ahead and pull this one out. Gotta say, this is the first time I did a video with a tripod, and it is nice having being able to use both hands. So that is nice. So here's the ballast. So this is the part that plugs into the ballast itself, and this is the igniter part that plugs into that the bulbs plug into. So if you ever play with HID headlights often, what you'll notice is that the plugs are pretty much standard. All the plugs that go into the that go back and forth between the ballast and the bulbs are pretty much standard. Pretty much the only thing that really changes whenever you go from one, here's the other igniter, when you go from one setup to another, is the interface with the car itself. And so here's the other cable for the bulb. So this really is the piece that would change from one car to another. In this case, this one is one of those that you pull the power from a different power source. Here I've got the 9007 plug. This one might actually be 9004. Whenever you buy the 9007 or 9004, sometimes they swap them out. The pins are, the interface is all the same. Sometimes the pins are just swapped out. Really is all the difference between the 2. This is one of those that kind of, you plug everything into the battery, you plug this into the headlight, and then it has all these relay switches inside. So whenever you turn on the headlights, it pulls the power from the battery instead, and kind of works that way. So this right here is the Morimoto, this is the actual ballast. They call it a computer. I'm not really sure why. But anyways, so here's the ballast. These guys are really pretty. They're really, really nice. So when you look at them, you know, Morimoto is really proud of their brand, and they like to put their name on everything. And even the back is really pretty. I mean, these things are, you know, they make it to where if you want to buy their stuff and put it in the car, it actually looks pretty in the car. It's not just a regular old ballast that, you know, that looks ugly under the hood. So here's the other ballast. Here's the other shroud, which I'm not going to pull out. And so now we get to the fun part, which is the actual projectors. So these are the Mini H1 7 by Xenon. And so when we open these guys up, they come with the instructions again, which really, again, are, hey, just go to the website and pull out your information. They come with all these adapters. The most important one is probably this rubber one. I really like using it on for the Mustang headlights. And here's the little adapter. That one right there is for the high beam and low beam. Now, one of the things that Morimoto does that I think is a little bit odd is that they use the same interface for the high and low beam cutoff switch as they use for the actual connection to the ballast, which is kind of odd. So essentially you have the same connection for both. And so in here we have the projector itself. I'm just going to open up this bag real quick. You want to make sure that you see, I'm just going to point out that here's the silica. And so in these projectors, you always make sure that you get these out. The first set that I actually got actually had them buried inside in the bowl, and I never really noticed that they were there. So these are really nice. They have the high beam cutoff switch down here. It's a side sliding, so it just moves this way. And if you look at the mechanism here, see there the high beam cutoff switch is on, and there's the high beam. So there's off, on, low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam. And it's a mechanism that's really free-flowing, which is one of the reasons why I really like these Morimotos over some of the cheaper brands that I've used in the past. And I guess really that's probably about it. So one of the things I do, suggestions if you ever use, oh, and here's if you're wondering where the high beam cutoff switch goes, it goes in right here. So one of the things that's in this bag, one of the things that's in the box is the cables for that high beam cutoff switch. This actually should be in this case somewhere. So anyway, so yeah, so that's where it plugs in, and so it's essentially just kind of it's a pretty simple little system. I mean, so you creates a little there's the coil right there, so it creates a little magnetic field right there, and it just kind of pushes this to go forward. And then when you go to low beam, it just switches it back. And again, these are free flowing. These are really nice and free flowing, so it's one of the reasons why I really like them a lot. So anyways, I guess that's really all I needed to show for right now. Hopefully, if you guys are ordering the Morimoto Mini H1 ballast and bulbs, this video is helpful to understand just kind of what you get in the box, what all this for and everything. So just as a reference also, I mean this I'm sure that the other packet has it too, but this cable right here, that little white and brown cable, is what you actually plug into the ballast to make the high and low beam. And it comes already, you know, with the 2 pins to just, you know, finish the circuit, and it all works fine. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to see if I can do some more videos, just kind of showing you what's what. So just as a so anyways, yeah. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll share more videos later.